Right. Happy Lion's Gate, everyone. Gennye Lion Rainbow Anderzon coming live on my personal profile. I am so happy to connect with you on this very special day. I used to do the Lion Gates activations actually, but I didn't feel called this year to do it. I'm doing this live instead. I'm going to talk to you about energy, and I'm going to talk to you about how you can use your energy to get better results, like in your business, your impact, your income, and all those things. And I'm actually going to be sharing 3 things that has kept me steady and continuously growing with sustainability over the last 5 years. And these 3 things are like key when it comes to energetic sort of power within your business. So if you don't know me yet, I'm Gennye Lion Rainbow Anderzon. I am an energy mentor. I have been doing my craft for the past, hi Jackie, I've been doing my craft for the past 20 plus years. I'm an experienced therapist, healer, mentor, and business coach. I think I tried to count the other day, something like 2,000 hours with clients, like I think more. So I'm your expert in what I do. So I want to talk to you about the three energetic solutions that I use, like that I used on a daily basis, but also that I help my clients with. And also, before I say anything else, we've got a new masterclass coming up, which is called Skyrocket Your Income to Multiple Six Figures by Uncovering Your Hidden Energy Blocks. And I just want to say something about this masterclass before we dive in. I'm way over the golden object era. It's like I don't actually believe in any sort of that hard masculine marketing about make this much in this short space of time. And I've been talking about it lately actually on my profile as well. I just wanted you to know that you can, in this masterclass, I'm going to teach you how you can, if you're already on an exciting income in your business, you can 100% exponentially grow your income and your impact through the work of energetics. The reason I'm saying to multiple six figures, and I'm very sort of precise with my wording, is because if you've already created an exciting income and you already have an offer that is selling, together with just great strategies and hugely expanded energetics, you can create rapid growth. That is why I said it that way. So if you haven't registered yet for the masterclass, please do. I'm going to drop the link now actually as we're talking. So the reason I want to talk to you about the energetics today as well, I'm going to drop the link now. So if you want to join me next week, feel free to do so. It's free. So the 3 things that, and I wanted to say this as well, the era of rapid quantum leaps, results, crazy sort of, results in business, all those marketing tactics, all that's over. Everyone's been traumatized by lofty promises. Not everyone, but a lot of people I know have been traumatized by lofty promises. They bought really high ticket programs with maybe coaches that were not as much in their expertise as they claim to be, maybe not with the right support for what they actually needed. I mean, I'm not going to go into bashing anyone else here. I'm just saying that the whole industry, the whole online industry has been damaged in this way. And earlier today even I said on my profile, I'm like, look, the ones that have true passion and purpose and really truly want to help people and who are here for the long run, they have staying power, they're here to change the world, they will stay. And those are the ones that are going to stick around. And I'm one of them. I'm not going anywhere. Here I am. So I just want to encourage you guys to go, right, okay, we are having a bit of a cleanse here in the online industry. And how exciting. Because the ones that are really, really great at what they do and they're really committed to actually nail nail the things, like nail their messaging, nail their energy, nail their marketing strategies, nail their networking, nail all of it. The ones that are committed to doing so will have great impact in this world. They will help so many people. They will create a great business, great lifestyle, but also great impact. They are doing the ikigai, right? They are highly in their purpose, and they are highly successful at the same time. And that's actually what we all want. We all want to be highly successful within, but also externally there where we're helping other people, right? So stay on, because I'm going to talk about these three things now. So the first one is actually holding the energy throughout a cleanse like this. And I have a feeling that this sort of online cleanse is going to carry on for another year or so, where there's going to be huge realignments, like people really homing into their absolute genius and their expertise, really advancing, tweaking, getting it really good, and bettering in all areas to like really raise the bar, increase customer care. Like, I feel that this cleansing period is really going to motivate those truly committed coaches, healers and mentors who have, like, they are so heart-led and they're here for the the big run. And you're going to see some really exciting offers and exciting solutions out there, I have a feeling. And it's actually already pushed me into like new thinking about how I can evergreen one of my energy programs. And I've never seen a truly energetic healing program that is evergreen. I have never seen one. There might be some, and I would love to see what they are. But yeah, so there's some really, I feel like there's some really exciting things happening from this cleanse. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is your staying power. Your staying power and holding the energy throughout any type of shift, whether that is the actual industry, in this case, I'm talking about the industry today, changing, or whether that is another sort of like financial or there is obviously a financial shift and in the financial climate, since there was a lot of inflation and etc., and it still is going on. But whatever the actual change is in the infrastructure or in the in the world or globally or locally or financially, economically, whatever the change is, or in the consciousness of how we do things, your staying power and the ability to hold your energy throughout this without wobbling is like key. That's like the number one thing that is going to get you through. And the way I do it personally is that I'm so deeply connected to my purpose and the transformation that I'm offering. I'm obsessed with the thing that I do, like how I actually help my clients, because I know it's so powerful. I'm like totally obsessed with divine healing. I'm totally obsessed with light body activations. I'm totally obsessed with the energy work, because I know it unlocks the human potential. So when the things are rough and things are going a little bit like wobbly, I'm like, that is nothing to do with me. That's an external thing happening. And my internal dialogue is that what I do is so powerful that it will hold through. And if you have that faith and that belief in your offerings and in the things that you do with other people, you can walk through anything. So your staying power and the connection and the belief that you have about the transformation that you offer, because you know it is the best within the with your soul clients, not for the whole world. It's not going to be the best, right? It's going to be the best for your tribe. And then you're staying. The second thing is clearing the energy. And I cannot emphasize this enough, being an energy expert. So I will be talking a lot about the different types of energy blocks and the different types of energetic barriers that we can come up against in the actual masterclass. And I would love for you to join if you are on an exciting income and you want to really expand your energy to, like, really expand your energy, but also your capacity to hold more and create even more exciting income and impact, then you really want to join this masterclass. So you will be a coach, an entrepreneur, you may be a healer who's really done really well financially. Like, this is for you. Even a business owner, even if you're a course creator, you could actually come on this masterclass as well, because you're still operating within your energetic field, even if you're not coaching, like you might be a course creator sort of thing. So please join us. We're doing it next week. I will go in much more in detail with clearing the energy blocks. I'm just going to say a little bit about it now. So if you think about so there's so many different components that goes into this, but if you think about you as one unity of consciousness, like you are this one unity of consciousness. You've got a physical flesh body, and you have a consciousness, an awareness, and a soul that is together with this flesh. And you have your emotions, your brain, you've got your human experience components. You've got your chemical balance within your body, your hormones. So you have if you call it like the physical and the spiritual aspects all combined in one. Now, you are an embodied part, like you're an embodied part. Your soul is here as well, but you are an embodied piece of your consciousness, right? So if you think about consciousness as it is, like pure consciousness or pure light, pure divine truth, and pure consciousness, like really high level consciousness, if you think of that, that's got like a really high vibration sort of thing. But for that to reside in our bodies, when the 3D is the densest vibration that we can measure, if you look at consciousness and if you look at sort of like vibration. So for example, like red meat vibrates at a lower density than an apple, because the apple has got higher vibration energy in it than red meat. Like, I'm just giving you an idea how, okay? So your energy, your thoughts, your everything expression of who you are is also energy, and it's also a vibration. Now, if you think of all these different components, who you are, if you imagine that you want to create the most expansive, exciting income and impact, and you want to be a leader and a beacon of the world, leading others. To do that at that high level of caliber that is going to inspire and activate others, it means that all parts of you has to rise to that level. So if there are parts in your subconscious that are not aligned with that higher vision, if there are ancestral programming saying that you have to work hard for money, I'm just keeping it super simple right now, working hard for money, or that your family is encoded with fear, or for example, if your family tree has been escaping, for example, being threatened or have left their country, things like that. There will be things in your DNA about not feeling safe, So look at that as that. Then you have the past life experience. So we've all come here to learn new things each life. So if the past life experiences, if there's loads of things like unhealed from past lives, unhealed and unresolved, like vows, promises, unresolved things that's happened actually in the past, what happens is we do carry some of the programming over to the next life. So from an energetic point of view, there will be past life. I've actually seen I've healed a lot of past life injuries in physical bodies. So they've had a shoulder problem, and it could be that they have been stabbed there, you know, in past lives or something. And it's nothing they would feel all the time, but it comes up at the right time to heal. So what I'm saying here is, if you think of all the different components, you have your subconscious mind, you have trauma in this lifetime, you have the ancestral, you have the DNA, you have the past lives, you have all these things that are, it's almost like murking the water a bit. It's not going to be helpful to have all that baggage with you when you want to reach this top. Whether that is that you want to have, you know, global impact with your message, or create billions or millions of dollars, but it kind of goes hand in hand anyway. If you create a successful company, it's going to be successful financially as well as you impacting the people, right? No one's going to be a really famous author and have millions and millions of books sold and lots of talks and, you know, events happening without making money. Like, of course they will make money. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So this thing about us reaching this top of global impact, or semi-global impact, you know, not everyone wants to be speaking on stage, not everyone want to be a household name. I'm just saying, let's say you have retreats, for example, you want to hold, how are you going to stand out? How are you going to lift that to the highest level? So together with like kind of just working towards it and you know, executing and taking action, your energetic cleansing, if you like, is a part of the success plan. And it really is like that. It really is like that. Because also, I said in the first point, I was talking about holding the energy. The more we raise in vibration and the more integrated we become, that's also shadow work, by the way. So shadow work, I do that as well. So shadow work, you know, all the past life stuff, integrating everything so that we're holding all of who we are, the polarity, that creates a lot of holding power. Like the stability of this human that's had all that energy work is unparalleled. The staying power is immense, like the resiliency becomes like so amazing. So if you think, so basically holding power and then clearing the blocks, and that's something that you keep on doing all the time. So for example, so I clear blocks all the time. I was writing down, I was in Sweden last week. Was it last week? I'm trying to remember, yeah. And on the plane back, I was like, I feel like I have a few blocks coming up. So I can actually tap into my own subconscious mind because it's what I do. I do have other people doing it as well, but I also do it. And I wrote a list, and I tell you now what this list was, and you're going to like this because you're going to be like, yeah, well, Gennye is just like me. And I've cleared it, I worked on it, and it's sorted now. So check this out. Let's go see if I can find it now. Sorry, I said something now. Now here it is. Negative beliefs, this was. First one. Team. Hiring my next level team. So I've got a team, but it's like the high level, next level team. Hiring my team. I'm afraid of carrying the team. I was like, shit, that's a really strong belief. It's like 10 out of 10. I was like, bullshit. That's going to be like, if I carry that belief, how am I going to then get a bigger team if I don't clear this? The second thing was energetically feeling stretched, adrenal burnout fear. So I had adrenal burnout from 2014 till about 2020, and I was healing this. So there was still, and that was on an 8 out of 10. So I made a note here on my phone. Look, I'm looking. And energetically feeling stretched, adrenal burnout, right? So I was like, okay, I've got to clear that because there's obviously this subconscious fear there still about me feeling like if I stretch the company even bigger and if I keep building and do, you know, taking these bold moves, will I then activate the adrenal burnout? Yeah, that would hold me back. So we need to heal it, right? The third thing was not enough time for my family and kids. That was also an 8. So I'd say probably in 2018 when I went full in and was like, right, I'm going to learn everything. I'm going to do landing pages, doing all these things, blah, 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 like this. I did actually work too much. Actually, I did too many hours, and I had this guilt of not spending enough. It was probably not going on for more than a few months, but enough for me to remember to go, oh shit, I'm doing too much, right? So this fear of not being with family and kids, and that's the reality is I am with them a lot. So the reality is that it's sort of contradictory a bit, but so that was an 8 as well. So I've cleared that now. The next one, this is funny. What to do with all my money? Like, what am I going to do with $1 million in the bank? That was, I've even put a laughing emoji next to it. Fear of not being able to handle it. It was only a 6 out of 10. But there was a fear there. I was like, okay, what am I going to do with it all? Like, because I've never had that much before. Yeah. So that was quite interesting. So I sorted it out. The next one was comparison with my husband. Like, I have no competitive feeling with my husband at all. Like we're really supporting each other, and we're a really, really amazing team. But this must be some, unhealed masculine in me. And then like fear of me becoming more powerful, maybe, and fear of me becoming more like having more money, because we're quite equal. Like, we will support each other financially equally. So it's kind of, at the moment it's fine. But yeah, and so that was fear. That was a 10 out of 10. So I was like, shit, that's gonna hold me back. The next one was how to manage my finance correctly. Fear of doing it wrong. That was only a 4, because I'm really good with money. Like, I'm really good I'm good at find good financial solutions to things and things like that. So that was a 4 out of 10. But nevertheless, it was a 4. So these are the kind of things I do with my clients, right? Now, this was just a little snippet, okay? But these things, if I don't clear these up, these are subconsciously going to stop me from moving forward to my next level. And usually people can't see these themselves. I am lucky enough to be able to see them because I do them all the time with clients, and I'm a really good healer, and I'm very, very, very good with the subconscious mind. But if you have no idea how to work with subconscious mind, these things will be there and you're kind of not aware of them, and they're like blind spotting, kind of like blocking, but you don't know what it is. And then you can't go to your next level. I mean, that's just annoying, right? So that was the second thing. Now, I went into one there, didn't I? The third thing I wanted to say was this is all about shifting the old paradigm belief and limiting mindset about how things are done. So if you think about the society, how it's built, and rightfully so, like, we had to have systems and structures and methods and methodologies and all those things in place to create a structure for the society and a structure for how things are done. And it kind of gives us limits on how things could grow. And it maybe is a bit stifling in certain organizations and situations. We still need order. Like, we can create from chaos, but that kind of brings us order, right? But it also keeps us really stuck in like our left brain. This is only how much I can earn. If I put away £100 a month for 50 years, I'm just saying, this is how much I have at the end of my pension. And it's a great, it's not, you need to still think like this, right? It's not a bad thing, but it really limits, like, if it keeps us stuck in just in intellectual left brain thinking this is exactly how much we can have. While this new paradigm is like, okay, so can we open up the receiving container? Can we open up the possibilities and potentialities and all the magic to limitless, limitless receiving? Because it's almost like if we think that it is limited and that it is just in order and very structured, and this is how much it is, and now I calculated it, it's predictable, done. Then that's what we think, that's what we then project, and then that's what we attract, right? So I feel it's like an ability to be smart about your moves within your business and building strategically and having the left brain, but also open up totally to the right brain where things are limitless. Like, open up to the possibilities and not forget to go there energetically, because we can get so stuck into like processes, and this is how we do it, and this is how long it's going to take, and da 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 da. And I think it's important you need structure in business and grounding, but we mustn't forget to go. Sorry, I'm itching my arm there. To go to the limitless possibilities, like blending both. I mean, this is actually blending masculine and feminine, blending right and left, blending the polarity, blending the light and the dark. Like, I wouldn't say maybe light and dark, but blending the different polarities. You may be focus and creativity. You know, they are masculine and a feminine word, right? So those three things that I've said now has kept me growing. The first one is to stay in power, being like deciding to hold it through the storm, knowing exactly what it is that you are good at and to not let anything get in the way. And the second one is obviously clearing the energy. I'm not going to go into that again now. I've given you loads of examples there. And then the third one is like allow yourself to shift to the new paradigm thinking, but still like honoring the order, the structure, the things that keeps things in place. All right. Okay, I think I'm done. That's what I wanted to say today. So if you are, look, this I've said about this masterclass that yes, I'd like people who have an exciting income already, because of course I'm going to be talking about the end offer in the masterclass as well, without selling, just showing you what's available to you. But I've said that because I've seen such great results with some of my clients that are entrepreneurs who has got decent income, as in like created fairly exciting income, and then we've started work on all these blocks and clearing so much out the bloodline, trauma, beliefs, all the things, clear the way, and they've exponentially grown their income at the same time. Because it doesn't just happen like that. What happens is that when you open up the pathways and clear the murk out of water, so to speak, what happens is that you also get real clarity about the business, like so many downloads, like really feel confident. You lock in a different level of stability in your energy, and your focus becomes more sort of like really aligned. And that energy in itself, that confidence, that embodied confidence, creates more movement, within. You take more risks, you put out your offer more times, you sell more, you just go for it more, like you just like kind of unstoppable, which obviously results in increased sales. So it's not like, oh yeah, let's just do the energy work and just sit there and do nothing. You will multiply into six figures. That's probably not going to happen unless you take some action, right? But that action comes from such an aligned place and such an empowered place and such an embodied place, an effortless place, that it increases the income exponentially. All right. So I'll see you in the masterclass. Bring your friends, and I can't wait to take you through. It's going to be epic. Like, honestly, it's going to blow your mind, because I've got some really specific way of teaching this that is really going to open your eyes. And I can't wait to do it, because it's my jam, isn't it? It's what I love doing. Okay, see you next week. And now I'm going to share this video on Instagram as well. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye. Link is in the comments. I'm looking how I'm stopping it. There.